Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of the challenge. I'm currently getting my steps in right now on my walking pad, so I hope that all of you may do the same while you watch this recording and keep working on getting those steps in. But yeah, hope week 2 with the protein went good for everyone. I hope you guys were able to still continue to work on your step goal as well. And hopefully by now we're starting to build a little bit of momentum and creating some habits. I'm realizing I might have to turn my walking pad down just a little bit. It's so funny. I walk and talk while doing client calls. But just feeling a little different right now. Um, so anyways, yeah, hopefully you guys are getting some momentum going. Hopefully you're creating some habits. That's the whole point of this challenge, right? Is to slowly implement these goals. Not slowly, we really kind of just kicked it into high gear. That's what a challenge is. But hopefully you guys are able to stick to it and it's just sticking for you. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you're having some great results. Yeah, so we're going to start with week 3. Week 3 is all about hydration. So drinking your water. So yeah, we're gonna open up the challenge guide. I'm gonna share my screen there. One second, bear with me. Always a challenge getting this going, I guess. Okay. Full screen. Okay. There we go. You think by now I'd know how to do it. Anyway, so here we go, right? We've got 21 days to new you. We've been working on this. We've already gone through all this. Just going to go over the challenge rules just a little bit more as this is the last week, right? In order to be eligible to win, you must complete the following, and that's that you've posted a pic of you hitting your daily goals at the end of the week in the weekly challenge post in the thread. Or some people forgot to take pictures. That's totally fine, right? If you're being honest and you write what you ate or your steps, if you're up to take a picture of that, totally fine. All I care about is that you guys are doing it and taking that initiative. That's all I care about. So yeah, let's do that. That's part 1 of being able to be entered into winning the 5 weeks of free coaching with me. And then number 2 is to complete the end of challenge survey that I will send out at the end of next week. Yeah. So extra points for those that are just being really, really active in the Facebook group and helping to motivate others and posting pictures. So yeah, week 3, we're moving on to drinking half our body weight of water in ounces. So that is how you find out how much water you should drink. You take how much you weigh, you divide it by 2, you're going to drink that in ounces. Now, if you're someone that's like working out in the heat all day, for like every hour in the heat, you'd add like another 20 ounces of water, but I don't think anyone's really in the heat right now. But for every like workout, hour-long workout, another 20 ounces of water. So definitely want to stick to this much. I know there's a lot of people that are like, say, drink a gallon of water a day. That actually can end up being too much for a lot of people. If someone's, tiny and they're 115 pounds, a gallon is going to be too much water for them. And with water, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. And what happens is if you drink too much water, you can actually wash out your electrolytes. And so, right, this week's challenge is about hydration, not just drinking water. So properly hydrating. So you don't want to be drinking a gallon if your body does not require a gallon of water. Again, week 1 was our steps, right? Hopefully you guys continue to work on that. Week 2 was our 2 high protein meals and a protein shake or bar, or the 3. Hopefully you guys continue to work on all that. Hopefully you carry this on with you for the rest of your life, and that you create these habits and create a new lifestyle. That was the whole intention of this challenge. I love helping women. I love being a part of people's lives, even if it's just a little blip in time. And so yeah, I hope you guys can continue to stick with this all as you leave this challenge. Let's see. So again, just want to touch on this again because it's a big one, right? Where people like, it's week 3. There's people that have fallen off, right? And that happens in every challenge, and it's normal, and it like gets overwhelming, and they feel like a failure because they aren't sticking to it. And like, even if you're someone that's watching this right now and you haven't posted anything, like, I don't care. As long as you're sticking to it and you're changing your life for the better, that's great. Remember to just stick to it. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Everybody falls off. We all have days. I'm currently in a cutting phase, and well, this last week I fell off a little bit. It's okay. It sucks. It's annoying, right? And you kind of feel down, but then it's like, then you got to tell yourself, like, this is okay. This is normal. I'm a nutrition coach, right? And I have fallen off. Things happen. Things don't always go according to plan. But what really matters is how you get back to the plan, how you get right back on the horse and you follow through with your goals. That is what's going to change your life. That's what's going to create a new lifestyle. So yeah, don't expect to be perfect. Theme was to be consistent, right? Consistency. The other thing was choosing you. So hopefully you guys are noticing how good it feels to choose you and your health by now. And like at times be selfish, because being selfish really is selfless because it helps to give more to all those around you. Right, yep, challenge checklist. Again, we're drinking that water while also continue to work on week 1 and 2's goals. Continue to actively participate in the challenge group discussion. Post pics this week of, yeah, so the pictures I want is either like multiple ways you can do this. You can post a pic of your empty water bottle. You can post a pic like of how you tracked your water. Like some people use certain apps to track their water. So if you guys need one of those, let me know and I can send you guys a free one. You can literally write it down in a log, you know what I mean? Or you could literally just write it on the Facebook group post, like I drank, 3 of my tumblers. That was, I don't know, 80 some ounces or something. So I don't care what you do. It's all about consistency. It's not about perfection, right? So as long as you just do it and show that you did it, that sounds great. Okay, important dates. We're done with that. Challenge guides. So yeah, hydration, proper hydration is an important role to help improve your health, your physique, and your performance. So again, half your body weight in ounces. There are so many benefits for hydrating, right? There's helps with lubricating your joints, helps with aiding in food digestion. Water helps to transfer the nutrients around in your body, helps to aid in waste removal. So if you deal with constipation or bloating or anything like that, a big thing could be that you are dehydrated. It helps with tissue as well protection, not just joint protection. So yeah, lubricates your joints, helps with tissue protection, helps to regulate your body temperature. It helps with brain fog and headaches. If you ever have headaches, big sign of having headaches is being dehydrated. Let's see, what else did I have? Yeah, can help reduce cravings, right? You've heard that saying, like a lot of people, if they're just hungry, a lot of times they can be dehydrated. That is very true. It is true. But do not listen to that old saying of like drink a glass of water before you eat, because that is not good for your digestion. That actually will end up washing out your enzymes and your hydrochloric acid, which is what breaks down your food and helps to support in proper digestion. We don't want that. So do not drink a glass of water right before you eat, or like chugging water before you eat. You can have some if you want, but for best digestion, it's actually best to try to limit water like 30 minutes before and after your meal, so that hydrochloric acid and those enzymes can do their job and properly break down the food. It helps to support like muscle cramping, helps with your immune system. Let's see, what else do we have? I think that's about it. I think I talked about everything. Oh yeah, flushing out toxins, huge one, right? Water helps to flush out stuff, get things out of our system. It's hydrating our stool. So then that stool is what takes out excess toxins and heavy metals and excess hormones that we don't want in our body at all, or anymore. And fun fact is, like, if you're not having a bowel movement, at least once a day, you could be having some hormonal dysfunction from that. When we have bowel movements, right, those bowel movements are getting rid of that those excess hormones, the toxins and the metals. And if you're constipated and you're going like you're going 2 days or more, any day, right? You should be having a bowel movement a day. If you're constipated, that stool is literally just sitting in your body, and those excess toxins and metals and excess hormones are just being reabsorbed and recirculated into your body. We don't want that. That's where you can have, irregular hormones. So remember, having a bowel movement a day is super important. I guess I could stop sharing now on this. 1 sec. Stop the share. There we go. So yeah, symptoms of being dehydrated is obviously feeling thirsty, right? So definitely you kind of want to try to drink water before you're like, oh my God, I'm thirsty. Fun fact also, it is better to be sipping on your water throughout the day versus just like chugging. Like I said, same thing goes for electrolytes. If we just chug water, we can really wash those out. So we want that proper balance of water to electrolyte ratio. So fatigue, low energy, headaches, dry skin, dry lips, dark yellow urine, constipation. These are all signs of being dehydrated. Bloating. Yeah, bloating is another big one. So when we are dehydrated, our body's going to kind of hold on to like excess water outside of the cell. And to be properly hydrated, you want the water going into your cells. And so that's where that bloating comes, is when that water's just kind of hanging out outside of the cell and gives you that like puffy skin look. We don't want that. And that can mean that's a big sign of being dehydrated. So some fun tips for you to stay hydrated is to, one, take electrolytes, right? Like I said, electrolyte balance with the water to electrolyte ratio is super important for hydration. I love the LMNT electrolytes. Those are my favorite. They taste great and they're a really, really good company, good product. I know a lot of people do the liquid IVs. That's gonna help you, yeah, to hydrate. Just not a fan of them that much with some of the excess sugar and the ingredients. And to me, I just don't even like the way they taste unless it's sugar free. Don't get me wrong, I'll like use those when I don't have LMNT, but if I were to pick one, I definitely would go for LMNT. I think it might be called Element too. I've always called it LMNT, but I'm pretty sure it's Element. But yeah, they taste great. They're pretty salty, but sodium is an electrolyte, right? So electrolytes are calcium, potassium, magnesium, and sodium. And so obviously, like electrolyte mix is going to be a little salty. So yeah, that's a big one, is taking electrolytes to stay hydrated. And then carrying a water bottle with you everywhere. I know that's a big like thing for a lot of people. They've gotten really good at taking water bottles with them everywhere. So great habit to be in. I've got mine right here, right? Just literally taking it everywhere with you, making sure you fill it up before you go somewhere. So you just always have that water on hand. If not, you can always go buy some water somewhere, right? But prefer to not have plastic, prefer to have metal or something like that. Drinking through a straw can really help some people when they have issues drinking water. I know some people are like, oh, it's really hard, and then they start drinking out of a straw, and that can really help them to stay hydrated. For some reason, it just helps it go down easier. Don't really know why. Having like flavored water, that can always be a fun one, right? Some people get bored with water, so flavoring your water, putting ice in your water. I always put ice in my water. Technically, it's not as hydrating as lukewarm or like room temperature water, which is unfortunate because I love cold water, but you win some, you lose some. So if that helps you, cool, do that. What else helps with hydration or getting your water in? Having like apps There's like I said, there's apps that will that will send your phone a signal to like a signal. Will send your phone what's the word I'm looking for? A pop-up thing just saying drink your water, right? So that's really helpful for a lot of people. I know one of those is called like the Water Llama. There's some other apps out there. So yeah, if you guys want, let me know. I can send that over to you. So that helps. Literally, some people putting like post-it notes on their like desk at work, like drink your water, bitch, or something, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I have some things. Yeah, you can literally just do like reminders on your phone, but that's kind of what the app is, and that's exactly the word I was looking for was reminders. Um, and last, yeah, just eating hydrating foods. So lots of like fruit has, right, like berries and watermelon and like cucumbers. They're very watery. Those are hydrating foods, so that can help you to hydrate as well. Hydration isn't 100% just from water. It's also from those hydrating foods as well. So keep that in mind. That'll help. Um, but yeah, big one is just remembering to have your water on you. Remembering those electrolytes. You don't have to drink electrolytes to like you don't have to drink electrolyte packs to stay hydrated to get electrolytes. You can use salt, and contrary to what a lot of people believe, so like salt is very good for you. You would literally die without salt. And salt, like sodium's just been really has been deemed bad because the American diet is so full of fast food and processed stuff, which is like full of a lot of salt. And so therefore people's sodium levels go up quite a bit from that. But if you're really working on eating whole foods and doing a great job at that, you probably actually do need to salt your food more than you already do just to keep your electrolytes up. I'll literally take a pinch of my Redmond Real Salt, which is a really good brand. So like Redmond Real Salt and Celtic Salt, those are great brands to get good a good product. They're my favorite. If you do have thyroid issues, you may not want to use those. You may want to use honestly a table salt because that has iodine in it. If you need iodine, just keep that in the back of your head. But yeah, I'll take a little pinch of salt in the morning. You can put, I think it's a eighth of a teaspoon of salt in every 8 ounces to stay hydrated that way. If you guys are going to do the salt and you want to know the exact amount, message me and I can figure that out. I can't remember if it's an eighth or a fourth, but a fourth is just sounding too much. I just take a little pinch. You can do a little pinch. But yeah, for every 8 ounces of water for me, that I don't like salty. I like salty water when it's flavored, so I like the element. But I'll just take a little pinch of salt and then not chug, don't chug your water and drink my water in the morning. Yeah, that's another really good tip is like starting your day with your water is like first thing waking up, getting that water in. And that is a really important time to get electrolytes in. So that's why I'm saying I'll take that little pinch of that good Redmond Real Salt. And I'll literally just like drink some water and then throw that in and then drink some more water with it. And then salting your food. But yeah, drinking water first thing in the morning is a big one. And then you can also like set times throughout the day to like check in like how much of my water have I drank. And right, maybe you check in like an hour after the morning, then like your first break at work, your lunch, when you get home from dinner, or get home from work, and then after dinner, just checking in on where you are with your water. Yeah, no one asked any questions. This one's pretty simple, right? Drinking your water, simple, but not simple. This can be one of the hardest ones for people, but it can make one of the biggest changes for people. Like I said, it helps out with so much. One of the biggest ones I think I like notice a change in once I started to drink enough water all the time was like no headaches. I don't get like little headaches anymore. And in the past, I remember I would get like little just annoying headaches every so often. And like I rarely get a headache. So that was a huge one. I mean, just helping with my digestion. Huge, huge, huge. Um, And yeah, just looking and feeling better all around because, right, that water again is important to send those nutrients throughout the body to where they need to go. So super important. And yeah, thanks everyone for being understanding with me having to cancel the live last minute. My other job, I work for an adaptive sports program where I help teach snowboarding for people that have disabilities or veterans. Really cool program, but we've been getting a lot of snow where I live, and I had to have to go in for work. So yeah, thanks for being understanding. Seems like a lot of people like to watch the recording, so I'm sure this works out fine. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll be posting this in the group. Obviously, you guys can comment in the comments, asking your questions, and I can answer those for you guys there. So yeah, happy week 3. Happy drinking your water. Keep working on those steps and that protein. And then I'll see you guys all in the group. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.